Okay, so now you see it. I've got this box. I'm going to use the add tool, and right now it's in cube shape, and I'm going to hit C to put it in sphere shape. And I'm going to hold my shift down and click on the box. It is going to put this circle into tweak mode, and it makes it a 13 diameter circle. Okay. Now I can put it right back in the box, or I can move it. It doesn't matter. The box only gives it the shape. It gives it the size it needs. And then I just click it and it drops it down. Should be a pretty perfect 13 diameter circle. Now, if you saw earlier, I don't prefer this technique. I don't prefer it because I think the circles come out cleaner using the pixel circles. But for this, it doesn't really matter all that much. Okay, so I need to make sure, and the point is to make sure that is centered. We are trying to cut the center out of that, so we get a nice circle shape. And to do that, you do Control C to copy and Control V to paste, just like you do on any Windows program almost ever. Okay, so I've copied this. It's copied onto my clipboard. And for now, I'm going to X out of it because I need to put a platform up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a big box like that. I'm going to hold shift and pull it off my floor, because as I said again, I don't want to mess the floor up. I don't like having to clean the floor every time. And I'm going to use a heal tool on it. Now, you see how it's kind of etched out over here? This is healed earth. If I was up here where you're standing, nothing, you wouldn't see anything. And I can do that. I can show you that too. Because healed earth, healing something returns it to the form it had before. Let's see, let me put it down a little bit so I know there's a point in which I'll get a few things into it. The form it had before we messed with it. Well, as you see, I got one little spot there doing it that way. Yeah, you need healed earth. And not healed air, you need healed earth. You could actually do it with healed air, but because you can't see it, it would be extremely difficult. It'd be difficult to even know where you were placing what. So I've got my circle. I'm going to turn it downward, and I'm going to put it over here in the corner. And I'm going to use the new technique that they just did, which is called negative pasting. Negative pasting is taking something that you copied and turning it into a negative. I set it just into the ground, and I'm going to do one of the two. There's two different ways to do it. One is just by holding Control and clicking. The other way to do it is to put it into tweak mode. Actually, I got to reline this up, so hold on a second. Okay, I'm going to put it into tweak mode by shift clicking. I'm going to turn off this paste air with voxels. I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to turn on remove voxels. This turns this into a cutter. And you're going to do it where just the littlest bit overlaps. And you're going to click. And you're going to go this way. Do the same thing where just a little bit overlaps. And paste. And then go over. So just a little bit overlaps on both sides. And paste. And that's what you get. And then you're going to paint that, because you can't copy that. This is healed earth. You're not going to be able to copy that out. So you're going to do the selection. Paint it. And just paint it. I'm going to paint all of it. This is a little jaggedy, so I'm going to do, I am going, see the top is not jaggedy, but for some reason the bottom is. I'm going to bring it up and I'm going to paste it below itself. Okay? And that cleans it up because the top didn't have jags, but the bottom did. Now I can select it out. As you can see, it's pretty perfect. Now, the one thing you do need to do will be to peg, what we call peg the ends. And pegging the ends kind of just sharpens up the ends. The bigger the star, the more effect the pegging's going to do to it. Ugh. Put it over here. No, that's too far away. Okay, put it here closer where I can actually work on it. Now to make a peg, what you're going to do, it's also called a string. You're going to go back to your cube shape. Then I'm going to pull it off the floor. It would help if I started with the correct size. Put it off the floor. Oh, the circle part was the problem you were having. Basically, to do the peg, you're just gonna, I'll just show you how to do it anyway. I mean, because you're not the only one here, and they may have the same questions. So I'm gonna stack this 7 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am going to select out the middle 5, and I'm going to smooth it. I'm going to smooth it as much as I can. And I'm going to take out that middle one. And to peg it, you just put it. And I just do that. Just put the little peg on the end. Oops. Best if I have it lined up. But it also straightens if you look if you can look at it from my perspective, it actually moves the tip just a little bit. As I said, the larger the star, the more it's actually going to affect the tip. And there you go.